Greetings, 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 my V family all over the world. This is your chief. My sincere, humble apologies for delaying my Insta live by a couple hours. But you're always a priority if it's not for an emergency in the family. So we had a small emergency in the family, but everything is fine, don't worry. And I decided to get online at 1 a.m. All right, so firstly, greetings, my V family all over the world. I don't know why, but I feel that I miss you guys so much. Like I haven't spoken to you guys for such a long time. So first, let me do a shout out to the first one to log on, Mahi Tetarwal, Lady Sarah, myself, Ashira, Manam Ajin, Samsa Baik, Manu Srinath, Ibn Abbas in the house, V partner, Armin Razak, the V official, my ever loyal Loreen, Sit _ M92, Assalamu alaikum, my warrior Brijesh, my warrior Siamak, Rihanna Saifi, KPARUN, Haurin, Abdullah Priti Srivasta, Abodi Dushki, Bless Billionaire Girl, 5529 Dahiya, Nasima Galau, Lady Sarah, Nuwani Pabasara, Megraj, Meena, Smiley, Satish, Usama, Ankit Sangavi, Sajid, Samira, how are you? Raki Sharma, I am Zolal, Hin Faradi, Balaji, Anna KZ999, Privyet, and congratulations on your presentation. Shalu Tiagi, Amadar Kher, Ashwini Raut, Profula, VP Anna KZ, Privyet, Balaji Arek Kerala. Shalu, how are you? NC Jacob, Renuka, how are you? My dream with Shiva, how are you? So greetings. John, how are you? Alright, I gotta do a shout out to Irish, to Claire, to Agatha, who's always online. The V partners. Where's Adli, Sati? Sati is here. V partners, Sati in the house. Kalai Tipa must be traveling. Kiran the Sunshine. If I miss anyone out. Alright. Rasha, how are you? So, I just came back from China and Hong Kong. It was unbelievable. QNet China is rocking. A lot of you are asking when can you start China. I will let you know, but not at the moment. Alright? We are making sure everything is stable in China before inviting all of you warriors to follow us to China. Alright? It's been an exciting few days, talking to a lot of people, mentoring a lot of people, getting a lot of clarity myself. 5 in the morning today was on a call with my mentor Dato Sri Vijay, which is always a blessing when he calls me. Alright, to give direction, to give inspiration, or sometimes just to say hi. Oh, I love you, Apu, and it means $1 billion to me. Alright, that in his busy traveling and his schedule, he remembers me almost every day and communicates as I remember him every day. Alright, this Insta Live is going to be a bit aggressive. So to all the children, alright, I love you. I'm Uncle Chief. I love you. But maybe you need to hear this at a young age. The rest of you need to hear this also. Alright? I have realized that if somebody were to really ask me, Assalamu alaikum to all my Muslim brothers and sisters, Privyet to all my Russian speaking warriors, Bonjour to all my French speaking beautiful brothers and sisters, Salam, Merhaba, Vigets, Hola, Buongiorno, alright, Wanakam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sat Sri Akal, everyone in India, Namaste, Aibowan, Wanakam, GLL Lanka, Namaste, Avarjana, alright, apa kabar Indonesia, Hong Kong, Ni Hao China, Ni Hao Hong Kong, apa kabar Malaysia, good day mate Australia, Vigets, Hola, Buongiorno Q and Europe, Hola, South America, Konnichiwa, Japan, alright, greetings to everyone around the world, guys, this is your chief. So I realized that if somebody were to sit down and ask me, what was my secret of success? I guess maybe Vicky or Loreen one day can actually do a like a sit down podcast with me and ask me what is my secret of success. And I will tell you my secret of success. My secret of success started with fear. It started with fear. I know it doesn't sound right, but it did start with fear. And I think so did yours. All right? I was driven by unbelievable fear that I was not going to achieve anything in life, that I was going to be like everyone else. You understand? Not be better than my parents. Not as a person, but financially. Affordability. You understand? I was driven by that fear. So a lot of people ask me, what was your dream? I realized my dream was my mother when I first faced my first crisis or challenge. Because Dato Sri Vijay told me to find a dream that is more powerful than any challenge. And that's when I went home and realized that my mother was my dream. Because no challenge can be greater than my love for her. Alright, God bless her soul. But when I first signed up, alright, it was driven by fear. If you ask me really what was my reason for signing up, I didn't want to be poor anymore. You understand? I was broke. Eating was a luxury. The future didn't look bright. I couldn't afford the basic stuff in life. You understand? Many of you may feel the same way. Now the problem happens is when you are not that hungry, when you're not broke, when you're not aiming for survival, that you're giving QNet a try to see whether it works or not. I didn't give it a try to see whether it works. I gave it 1,000,000% to make sure it works. Because I had no other choice. Do you understand? Because if it didn't work, I'm screwed. My life was going to be quite pathetic. My existence is going to be go to work, come back home, and die broke. I didn't want that life. I just didn't want that life. So if you ask me what was my first dream, what was my first driving force, my answer will never change. I didn't want to be poor anymore. Do you understand? I did not want to be poor anymore. I have been poor and I am now rich. If you give me a choice of going back to being poor or choosing to be rich, I will do whatever it takes to be rich. And don't get me wrong, I don't think money is everything. But you also don't drama and act. If I gave each of you $10 million tomorrow in your bank account, 99% of your problems will be solved. Do you understand? Unless you got some serious shit going on like cancer and all that, prayer will help. And I realized that today, the reason why a lot of people don't succeed in network marketing, or why they don't take this journey seriously, because I don't think they're hungry. I don't think they're hungry for the success. I don't think they're hungry for food. I think everyone who's signed up and doing something today, I think their greatest enemy of success is the fact that for them, QNet is not do or die. QNet is something they try. QNet is something they hope works. But in reality, to me, it was do or die. Because I could not work in a job. I could not go on Monday morning and say, good morning, sir, to a person I didn't like or respect or love for any amount of money. I was many things, but I'm not that kind of person. And I found out that this possibility of making money in network marketing. Now, did I know I could make money? No. Did I have absolute full confidence in the company in 1998? No. Alright, there was nothing, guys. There was no Manchester City, QI Tower, QIU, billions of dollars lying around, nothing. Right? Of course, there was Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, and I loved them, but 26 years ago, they're not the men they are today also. You understand? They were entrepreneurs starting. They were not born with Ferraris. I still remember Dato Sri buying his first continental car or European car. And I realized at that time that I didn't know whether it would work or not. But all I knew was I was willing to give it a serious shot. I was willing to give everything and then see whether it works or not. Do you understand? And if I give everything and it doesn't work, I'll consider it life experience. I'm sure I'll benefit something from it. Do you understand? And I decided to give 100%, 1,000,000%, to see whether it works or not, whether I could make money or not. The problem with everyone today, you, all of you watching, you're not giving it 100%, you're not giving it 1,000,000%. You are not in a state of do or die, that this is what I must do. All right? And if you're already in QNet and you don't give 100%, you must be the biggest moron on the planet. If you are deciding whether you want to be part of QNet or not, that's a different discussion. All right? And if your answer is no, I respect your decision. I think it's a stupid decision, but I still respect it. And you don't have to be part of our family. I'm talking to every moron, you, all right, who's already part of QNet. That means you already bought the product, you already own a tracking center, and you are still not giving 100%. Do you understand? Still not giving 100%. That's the biggest mistake you can make, because you will never know whether you could make it or not. So I gave 100%, 1,000,000%. I didn't sleep, I didn't eat, I didn't do anything. I just focused on networking. I was driven by a crazy hunger just to survive, all right, to pay my bills, to put fuel in my motorbike, which was like 80 cents. I didn't have it, all right. I told you when I signed up, I had $20 in my bank account. That was my life saving. Can you imagine? I lived for 22 years and all I had to my name was less than the number of years I lived. I didn't even save $1 a year. You understand? Was at $20. If I had $22, then it's okay. But you are the same. Think about it. Some of you watching this video right now, you have worked in a job for 10 years, 5 years, maybe 20 years. You have gotten promotions. You're not an absolute moron. But if you go to your bank account tomorrow, put in your ATM card or your password online and check your bank balance, that is the total value of your existence. The total value of your existence. That means how long you live. And you open your bank account and you're broke. I think you wasted your life. Because children technically would have more money than you. They're smarter at saving. I think that all of us, somehow or another, all right, wasted our life up to a certain point when we wake up, smell the coffee, or something happens to us that forces us to wake up and smell the coffee. Do you understand? So I realized at that time, right, this is the number one problem with all networkers, because they feel that they don't need to do this 100%. But you ask yourself, from the day you were born until today, ask yourself one question, and I'm very serious. I asked some more on this question yesterday. All right. What is your greatest achievement? What is your greatest achievement since the day you were born until today? Do you understand? What is your greatest achievement? What did you achieve? What would somebody say at your funeral if you died today? What is your greatest achievement since the day you were born until today? What did you change? Did you find the cure for COVID? Did you make $1 million? Did you buy 10 properties? Did you do $1 million worth of charity? Did you bring conflicted people together? Did you resolve global crisis of water or food? All right? Did you help 25 people find their dream and work hard and achieve their dreams and change their life completely? What have you done since the day you were born until today that is significant, that is relevant, that is a story somebody will say about you at your eulogy when you die, or a story somebody will tell your children if they bump into them in the mall after you are gone? What have you achieved? Be honest. What have you achieved? So you have technically lived for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and your greatest achievement is a few $1,000s in the bank account, one house, one car that belongs to the bank, one house that belongs to the bank. I hope at least you got married and had children, and your children are amazing. All children are amazing. All right? And that would be your greatest achievement. But if you're not married, you didn't have children, what's your greatest achievement? What did you achieve? What? What did you achieve? Be honest. Sit down with your spouse. Ask them the same question. What did we achieve as a team? What have you achieved in your life that is worthy of a story, that somebody will remember your existence? Besides somebody who ate food, pooped, showered, and go to work, come back home. I don't know. There must be more. There must be something you have achieved. There must be some unbelievable achievement that you achieved. Now, Dr. Sri Vijay in Japa promised me that one day I will look back at my journey in life and realize how much I have achieved being part of this great family and company. All right. Today is that day. Today I look back at my life. All right. I can take my children to the best hospitals. I fly the best airlines on first class. I live in my dream home. All right. My family is okay. Everyone is okay. Life is beautiful. I don't have to wake up every morning and worry about tomorrow's bills and whether I can afford to go to a restaurant and eat whatever I want. Do you understand? So what have you achieved? And I'm grateful to Japa and Datu Sri Vijay. Without them pushing me, never giving up on me. Do you understand? What have you achieved? Be honest. Sit down with your husband and wife and ask each other, what have you achieved? God gave you 2 hands, 2 legs, a brain, a body, a beating heart, and you wasted it. You didn't do anything with it. You could have done so much, but you wasted it. Do you understand? So I'm sorry to tell you this, but as chief, I'm telling you, as your upline, I represent Japa and Datu Sri Vijay. Let me tell you this with absolute uncertainty. With absolute certainty, not uncertainty. Let there be no uncertainty. Let me say this with absolute certainty, that you have wasted your life until today. You have wasted it. Besides a few selfish pleasures, you have wasted your life. You haven't pushed yourself. Even those who think you are building seriously, ask yourself, are you really pushing yourself? I don't know why. I have a bad feeling in my stomach that I work harder than you. And I'm financially free. And everyone who knows me knows how hard I work. I don't sleep until 4 or 5 in the morning. So what is your problem? What is your goal? You wasted your life. You wasted your life. And if you have children, you are the worst example to your child. If your child is having issues or whatever challenges in school or whatever, it's because of you. Your standards are too low. You're not willing to push yourself. You're not a maniac. You're not crazy. Are you guys with me now? And most importantly, you're not hungry. Not hungry for the next check. Hungry, everyone talks about max out, blue diamond, everyone talks about it, but who cares? I want somebody who's hungry for their next check. I want somebody who's hungry enough to do rule 3 and never stop and be consistent. I want somebody hungry enough to recognize the fact that they are broke and this is a great opportunity to change that situation in their lives and become a max out king or queen. Are you guys with me? All right, what have you achieved? Second question I want to ask you is, do you really have some good relationships? Or are you one of those people who are staying in a marriage because you don't have a choice? Or you have a girlfriend, boyfriend who's only together for romantic reasons, if you know what I mean. All right? How's the quality of your relationships? Are the quality of your relationships good? How many very good friends do you have? How many best friends do you have? How many? How's the relationship with your loved ones, your life partner, your children? How are those relationships? Ask yourself, how many people can you truly count on? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So you live your life for 30 years, 35 years, 40 years, and you don't have 10 people who will drop everything and come to you at 4 in the morning, at 5 in the morning. You have failed in life. You have failed in the area of building relationships, and you need to correct that. You need to realign your relationships, restructure your value proposition in these relationships. Be more sincere, be more truthful, all right? And just increase your value proposition to this relationship. Because until now, ask yourself, if you switched off your phone tomorrow, how many people will look for you? If you switched off your phone tomorrow, how many people would actively look for you? For 1 week? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? How fast will you be forgotten? And all of us will be forgotten very fast. is simply because we didn't create enough impact in the world, in the lives of others, to give them a reason to remember us. Do you understand? At least, I hope all the max out kings and queens on the call will remember me, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. Do you understand? Alright, as your uplines and all the videos we made for you and the VCons we did for you. You understand? And I hope that you would remember us. Excuse me, but how many people remember you? How many people will talk about you? So the reason I'm asking you these difficult questions is because I want you to face the painful truth that you have wasted your life up to now. You have. Alright? You have wasted your life and you know it. You may live in denial, but you know you wasted your life. And now I'm telling you, since you are in this journey with us, on this train to max out, to personal development, to be the best version of yourself, alright, at least from now, start giving 100%. Start doing whatever it takes to achieve that weekly commission, that dream. Do you understand? At least change now. Stop being a total waste of oxygen. Do you understand? I still remember sometimes our mother will get so upset and hammers and say, you're a bloody idiot, you're a total waste. I'm going to add that. Stop being a total waste of oxygen. Because you're breathing oxygen that could have helped somebody else who's willing to make a difference, to be the best version of themselves. Alright? How many downlines do you have? How many switched on downlines do you have? Alright? How many people in your team are doing Rule 3? How many people stay in your zone? If you organize a meeting tomorrow, how many would come willingly without you needing to follow up 300 times? All of this define how well you built those relationships. Are you guys with me? So sometimes we talk about legacy. And somebody told me once, legacy is what people say at your eulogy. Eulogy is the speech somebody gives at your funeral. When you die, somebody important, close to you, or perceived to be close to you, will come and give a speech about you. Patman was this, Patman was that, whatever. Okay, it's not about Patman. But somebody gave me better advice. Somebody told me your true legacy is one day, and listen to this carefully, all of you. Your true legacy is one day. Your children are going to be grown up, 20, 25, 30 years old. And they're going to be in a grocery store choosing tomatoes. And they're going to turn and they're going to see this old man or old woman that they recognize. And they're going to look at that person and say, hi uncle, hi auntie. You forgot me? You understand? You knew my papa. My papa worked with you in QNet or built a network with you in QNet. This is on the assumption you have died, okay? We're all going to die anyway, so relax, don't panic. Alright? Live this life to the fullest. And legacy is what that person tells your children about you. Legacy is that person looking at your children and said, yes, I knew your papa. We built the QNet business together. And then it should be, let me tell you about your father. ... And whatever they say about you to your children is ultimately your legacy. So since all of us, I wasted almost 26 years of my life. I truly started to change when I was 27. 26 years of my life, I made some money from networking, of course. But I was not the man I am today. And I'm grateful that the Sri Vijay, Japa, my mother, bless them. Alright? Because they made me who I am today. You guys made me who I am today. Alright? And I'm grateful. And I realize that this is your legacy. This is the legacy. Your legacy is what people say about you to your children one day when you are gone. So you have this life today. You wasted it. You wasted 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, 35 years. I don't know how many years you wasted. Did you have some good times? Yes, Ankush. You must have had a few good parties with your friends that you still talk about today as old idiots, referring to the good old days. Your pinnacle of achievement cannot be how much you drank and how much you danced on your party. Your pinnacle of success is when the whole world talks positively about you to your children. Telling your children that your papa changed the world, your papa changed millions of lives. Your papa is the reason I'm here today. Do you understand? And that's fundamentally so crucial. I realize that that's the legacy. And I'm sorry to tell you this. But you wasted 20 over years of your life. You wasted 30, 40 years of your life doing nothing besides surviving. So I'm begging you from the bottom of my heart, stop surviving. Start living. Pay whatever price you have to pay. It's worth it. Don't sleep. You can sleep when you're dead. Push yourself. Push your team. Lead by example. Be a beacon of positive example to your children. Alright? So, if you have done nothing good in your life, don't tell them anything about your life. Shut up. Let them assume you are the superhero you are. The more we tell our children about our weaknesses, the more they lose faith that you are their superhero. Don't kill their dream. Don't kill their belief system. So my wish on this Instagram live, it's week 22 by the way, which means is week 21 or week 22, it's rank week for month number 5. Month 5 rank week. So this week, push yourself. Don't sleep, don't eat, don't get married, don't have children. Focus on freaking raising the bar higher for me, for Japa, Datasri, for yourself, for your downlines, for everyone. We must create history this week, rank week, month 5. Alright? And I want to see you all at VCon. Because that's where I hope you get the click to start this change, to start this evolution, to start to grow, to start to evolve. You understand? So, change. Please. Please change. Please make some tough decisions. Please pull out your name list and write it again. Please figure out your dream by talking to somebody. Do you understand? Do whatever it takes. I am with you. Every Wednesday, every Sunday. Alright, I'm back to 11 o'clock on Sunday. Don't panic. It's not a 1 a.m. permanent thing. I'm begging you. Change. You change, your results will change. You change, people around you will change. You change, everyone will follow you. You change, and you can make a difference in the world. So that's what I want to tell you guys. Alright, so I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you so, so much. I'll see you on my Wednesday message. I'm in Malaysia. I don't think I'll be traveling all the way to VCon. VCon is crazy. Alright, the guest speaker is going to blow your mind. Unbelievable young individual or individual. Alright, so I want to see you at VCon. No excuses. This country saying that country saying that. Nothing to do with you. You're coming to change your life so you can go back and truly change your country. Are you guys with me? So this is your chief saying, I love you. I love you, I love you so much. And I'll see you on Wednesday.